about doing the drafting, so we actually went for break. So guys, to do something for me, I want you to check if the video in any way is cracking, so that we can know what to do. But if it is not, then we'll continue. So I want you guys to also make sure you pay attention to this video, so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to get each and every detail. Thanks, and may God bless you. So check that stuff for me. No noise, please. No noise. So as you guys can, please, no noise. Close that door for me. So as you guys can see, this is a pencil skate. Like I said, I've done this particular tutorial last Saturday. So I'm still doing it again because you guys are supposed to be having this particular topic. So before you cut anything, as you can see, you need to have your measurement. Are you seeing it? The measurement is the round waist is 30 inches. Do you understand? What is it? What is it?
Rotate device. Lock. Unlock. Okay.
The round waist is 30 inches. The hip length, that is from waist to the hip, is 7 inches. Are you seeing it? From waist to the hip line is 7 inches. While the round hip is 38 inches. Are you seeing it? Okay. Then the skate length is 20 inches. Are you seeing it? So these are really the measurements that we need in order to work on this particular class. Check that in. No, I'll make one that is on the knee or below the knee, because the one that is above the knee is the same thing as the one that is above. It's the same thing. No, you're asking if I can make the one that is above the knee, but it's the same thing. When we finish the one that is on the knee or below the knee, if you like, you can mark and measure. You understand? The only thing, the difference between the above the knee and below the knee is that when I do above the knee, you miss the slit. You will not know how to work on the slit. Do you understand?
Okay, below the knee, I want the one that has slit.
The one that has slit. If you want the one that has slit, now it's the one we actually work on. Okay. So, as you guys can see, please check whether that thing is showing clearly for me. My own phone might be confusing. Leave that phone. Check it with your own phone to know whether it's clear. So, these are the measurements. Please, before you measure anybody, before you work on anybody's pencil skate, make sure you measure and get these measurements here. Are you seeing it? So now let's be fast. We are not going to waste much of our time. So now, the first thing for you to do after measurement is always to fold. Do you understand? You have to fold. Now, what does this folding mean? It means that for you to really know how to fold, see, the essence is, this doesn't mean that you cannot just get a material and fold. You can always get a material and fold. But the reason why I'm specially teaching us how to fold is because we want you to know how to manage your material. Do you understand? Because some persons can get CCS and at the end of the day, use the whole CCS and fold and cut for a pencil skate. Do you understand? You can get CCS, fold it like this. After you finish cutting your pencil skate, you stop from here. Here is waist. Do you understand? You will still get your pencil skate very fine, but at the end of the day, you wasted a lot of material unnecessarily. So that is why you need to learn how to fold. So how do you fold? In order for you to fold, you'll be working with the highest circumference. The highest circumference in this case is the round hip. That is the 38. Are you seeing it? So the round hip, what do you do to it in order for you to fold? Destiny. Listen, talk now. I'm listening. And do what again? For folding. When you divide by 4, you add extra 5 inches allowance. That's what I normally do. The highest circumference divided by 4 plus 5 inches allowance. That is what you are going to fold with. Now in this case, the highest circumference is 38. Is it clear? Is it clear? This one. Okay. So the highest circumference is 38. Look at it. Are you seeing it? I said the formula for folding is this 38 you divide by 4. What do you get? 9.5. Then I say you add how many inches to it? 5 inches. That is to give you how many? 14.5. Are you seeing it? Now these 5 inches you've added to it, let me tell you what it is all about. It is for every allowance. Now you formally say 2 inches. 2 inches is not bad though. But the method I'm teaching you, we are going to cut out the material we're going to use for both the front and the back. Do you understand? So this 5 inches now is for both the body allowance, that is that 2 inches, and both for the zipper allowance, that is extra 2 inches.
Yes.
Then the one remaining is extra in case of anything. Do you understand? So 9.5 plus 5 is 14.5. So that really means that you have to fold 14.5. Now look at it. Look at it. If you check this one that I have folded, it is actually 14.5. Let's measure it out. Look at it. Are you seeing it's 14.5?
Yeah.
Okay, we have folded it. Now I want you to know, this folding that we have done now with highest circumference, that is not the only thing you fold with. We fold with the highest circumference, that is the horizontal measurement, and we also fold with the vertical measurement, that is the length of the skate. So the length of the skate is 20. You add extra, how many inches allowance to it?
2 inches.
2 inches. That is making it 22. So all you have to do is you have to check your fabric to know whether it is up to 22. Is it up to 22?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah? The highest circumference will be okay, but the 22 will also be okay, but we're having like excess remaining. So this method is the best way of folding it. Are you seeing it? Yeah. So don't just fold with the highest circumference, also check whether the length is going to be okay for your skate. Do you understand? So when you are done folding, remember the first thing we did, we measured. Now we are folding for the material. We are done folding. Now I want you to know something. In order to make this thing very simple and easy for us, immediately we are done folding, please cut it out the material. Please remember this folding method is just for folding of the material, so that you can know how to maximize your material. You understand? Now look at it. We have folded for the front. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now let me fold and show us. Let me show you guys. Okay. Now we have 20 plus 2 is how many? 22. Okay. Let me do the same thing to this one. 20 plus 2, 22. Now get your rule and connect. Please get rid of my rule. Okay. Now you have connected. In order for you to be 100% sure, take your scissors and cut off, because this one has already given us the width and the length of what we need in front. Are you seeing it? So front skate. Are you seeing it? So let's do the same thing we're doing now. It's just to draft. So that let it not be that when we want to cut for the back, we start folding it all over again. Okay. So now let's cut it off. Cut it off. George, are you getting it?
So you won't add any extra 2 inches for the zipper allowance for the back?
You say what?
You won't add any
I've done it already. I've done it already. Remember what I said. Please, don't mix this in with whatever you think you need. Remember what I said. I said what we used to fold is the highest circumference divided by 4 plus how many? Plus how many? 5. What did I say the 5 is for? Simple. So can you see that the zip you're talking about is inside it already? So it means that the front and the back is of the same size. It's now when I'm cutting, you will not see that the front there will still be allowance remaining. At the back, there will be less because the zip has entered. Do you understand? Okay. So now we have cut out this one. So let's also do the measurement. The length. The length is how many inches? 22 bar. Okay. Now there's something I want to let you know. The back is usually 1 inch longer than the front. So instead of it being 22, how many is it going to be? 23. Okay. 23. Now take your scissors and connect. Do you know why? Who can tell me why it is 23 instead of 22? Thank you. Because of the waist effect. In such a situation whereby the back is longer than the do you understand? Okay, so guys, as you guys can see, I've been able to mark out material for both the front and the back. If you notice, this one is for the back, and notice this one is for the front. Are you seeing it? Okay, so let's keep the back aside because there's one secret about this. The secret is that if you're able to get the front, you can always use the front and place at the back and they duplicate. Do you understand? The only thing you need to do, you need to put zipper allowance and make the weight. So now, next thing we are going to look at me. Next thing we are going to do, we have gotten the front. What? I did not hear what you said. What are we going to do next?
Measure the vertical measurement.
Thank you. We are going to be imputing our vertical measurement onto. What next did you do? Is it not your vertical measurement? Is that not what you did? It's the same thing to this one. What did you do? You see the horizontal first. It's wrong, my dear. Wait, you are not sure of what you are saying. You can never do the horizontal first. Don't worry, we'll keep that for our next class or for any other time. It's not in this particular pencil skate. So now, next thing we are going to do is to mark out the vertical measurement. Now, what I really want you guys to understand is to know what is even vertical measurement. Vertical measurement is anything you are measuring from here going this way. Vertical measurement is not when we get from here to here, you now come and rule horizontal line. That's not the horizontal measurement. The waist, from waist to the hip is how many? 7. So 7 inches is a vertical measurement. Now let's mark out how many? 7 inches. Please, you guys know why I'm marking it out in into 2 like this. Why?
Get the straight line.
Okay, we are doing it like this so that we can actually get a straight line. Okay, what next? The skate length. But okay, mark out the skate length, which is 20 inches. Are you seeing it? I've already marked it. So use your ruler and then connect. And you see, then the next thing you mark out the 2 inches allowance. So now, what we have here, this is the waist length. Are you seeing it? This is the skate length, and this is the allowance. Are you seeing it? Okay. So what next are we going to do? Honorable. Now we've gotten the vertical measurements. We're going to do. And the horizontal measurements are the circumferences that we know. That is the circumference of the waist, circumference of the hip, and the half length. Do you understand? Okay, so now let's continue. Now for the waist, 30 inches. Are you seeing it? Okay, waist of 30 inches. Wait, I used to notice something. None of you here used to go online and watch my video, like my video. Why?
What does that mean? No.
So, but either way, just make sure you click on the like button. Because there is no way you'll be benefiting from my class at the end of the day. You will not even appreciate. Appreciate this thing are the things that keeps encouraging us. If you don't like it, I don't know, I might keep doing it though, but I might be losing morale to be doing it. Do you understand? I might be losing courage to be doing it every year because I'm actually working with data and everything. It's free to like. You are not going to spend any money. Do you understand? So just click on the like button and like, and that's very okay. So the horizontal measurements. Now you have the round waist of 30 inches. Are you seeing it? You divide by how many inches, Destiny? You divide by 4. Stop whispering it. You are getting it right. You divide by 4. So 30 divided by 4 is how many?
7.5.
Okay, 7.5. So mark out 7.5. Are you seeing it? Measure from here. Mark out 7.5. Are you seeing it? How many inches allowance are you going to add?
2 inches.
Okay, 2 inches. Destiny, the only part you add 5 inches is when you are folding. Every other part is 2 inches. Do you understand? Okay. So here is how many? Hip is 38. That is divided by 4 is 9 and a half. Okay, we have done it before. 9 and a half. How many inches are you going to add? So here, what are we going to do here? I have this simplest method which I'm going to be showing us on how to get here. You know, normally we did not measure here on our body. So how do you get it? Just very simple. Now, the simplest way what you will do is use whatever thing you use on your hip. Put it down here without putting extra allowance. It's as simple as that. Do you understand? So what do we have on the hip here? That's 8 divided by 4 is how many? 9.5. So just use 9.5. Mark it at this down part. Are you seeing it? This thing, do you understand? Okay, make sure you understand it. So mark also 9.5 here. So do you understand? Okay, so as you can see, now we have this point, and we have this. When did he start that new connect? Is he doing again? Can you show me the video? So now, I don't think it's to use freehand. You know, when you're using freehand, it's for me, it's so easy for me to use freehand and connect this thing. Are you seeing it? I don't want to like make it to be that thick. Are you seeing the shape is so nice? Are you seeing it? But it's not all of us that knows how to make use of your hand. So you can actually make use of I know. Hello guys, please let me look for a way to make the network clearer. No. So like as I was saying, of us that knows how to, you know, use it's not all of us that knows how to draft with the hand. It's not all of us that knows how to draft with the hand, just like this to connect. So all I can advise you is if you can actually get what we call the hip curve. Do you understand? You can get the hip curve. You can get you can use a straight rule like this. You can use your free hand, and we also have different types of curve. You can even use a French curve. Do you understand? Anything you want to use. But for the sake of this particular, as you can see, I can actually get it with my free hand so nice. But for those that don't know how to use their free hand, which I implore you to also know how to use your free hand. Do you understand? Yeah. But if you don't know how to do that, you can also use your rule like this. Are you saying it? And rule it like this. Look at it. Are you saying it? When you rule here, then also come to this side, then rule it like this. Are you saying it? When you get to here, make sure that here is equal. Are you seeing it? So when you are done doing this, you will notice something. You will notice that here is sharp. So all I want you to do is to silence it like this. This is when you are using your straight low. Now notice the one I did with my free hand is not like exactly as this one. But whichever, they are all okay. All you have to do is to silence this particular one. Are you seeing it? Is there any question? Okay. So next thing we need to do now is we need to impute the that. Are you seeing it? We need to impute the that. So in order to impute the that, it's not hard. And some persons have difficulties knowing what to measure from here to here. Do you understand? They have to see in this particular tutorial. I'm going to make it very, very clear. It is not hard. All you have to do is to divide the waist by 8 inches. So someone should do that for me. No noise, please. Divide the waist by 8 inches. How many? West is 30 inches.
3 points.
What is it called? What is it called? 3 3/4. Okay, now what it means is that from here you mark what? 3 3/4. Are you seeing it? Do the same thing around here in order to get a straight line. So when you are done, all you have to do is to take your rule and then connect. Are you seeing it? If you like, you can connect it up to the hip line. Yes, sir. But that doesn't mean that has where it stops. So officially, where this thing is going to stop is 2 inches above the hip line. Look at it. Take your tape from here, measure from the hip line, and step up by how many? 2 inches. Are you seeing it? You can actually do it like this, or you can just say the hip line is how many totally? 7 inches. Minus how many? 2 inches. 7 minus 2 is how many? 5 inches. It means that you can just take your marker and then tape and place and mark 5 inches from here. Are you seeing it? It's still the same thing. So, could you understand? Okay. So now, when you are done, the dart is getting ready. You understand? All you have to do is to, you guys should remember that what we are talking about, that is for fitting, to put fitting. So what it means is that, look at it. For us to put it, you need to sew something like the hold and sew something shape. Yeah. So that part which you are going to hold, that is where we are going to mark. Yes. How inches are we going to mark from here? Is ½ inch. From this center is how many? Half. Then from here is also how many? ½ inch. Are you seeing it? Okay. So now we have gotten this point, and this point. All you have to do is to now what? Connect. Are you seeing it? Connect. And we are done with the dart. Then the last and final thing we need to do for the front part is that waist effect that we talked about. You understand? We talked about it in the first live we did. So if you have not watched the first live, make sure you go back and watch the first live. We did the explanation on the scale before cutting it. You understand? So now look at this. For you to apply that waist effect, remember the front has to come down. If the front has to come down, that means you have to place your tape from here. Then come down with how many? 1 inch. Are you seeing it? When you cut down with 1, you connect it to this point. Now, in order to connect it to this point, look at it. It's not hard. Just place it like this. Are you seeing it? Place it like this. Place it from this point. You are seeing here 1 inch. Then connect it here. Now, if you notice what I connected, there is no space. I'm not leaving any space. Here is equal. Like, it's only here that went down with 1. So as you can see, we are 100% complete with the front part. So what we are going to do, we are going to be cutting it out, thereby using it to cut the back part. Do you understand? Okay. There is something else I want to let you know before, this is normally, I can teach this normally like this. But there's something else I still want to let you guys know. And what is that? I don't usually like to tell my beginner student this particular thing. But let me just say something. It's not more that people understand it. You see this dart that we will be sewing from here. How many? How many is the dart? How many inches is the width of the dart? 1. Half here, half here. But what I want you guys to do is that, when you sew it, you have taken from the allowance. What I want you guys to do is that, see, when, let's say you are using your pattern paper, let's say we even cut this thing now. When you are cutting it on your fabric, please always add extra 1 here. Are you seeing it? So what do I mean by that? Look at it. Let me just add that 1 inch here. Are you seeing it? Now that 1 inch means that I'm going to connect it down to here. Have you seen what I've done? This 1 inch, is going to be replacing the 1 inch that you're going to use for the dart. So that at the end of the day, the 2 inches will remain 2 inches. Normally, if you did not add this 1 inch now, you go and sew this dart. And when you finish sewing, you now notice that here will just be remaining small, while here will still be remaining 2 inches. See? So this 1 inch is to replace the dart which you have taken out. Please, anywhere you put a dart, replace it back as allowance. That's what I mean. Anywhere you put a dart, replace it back as allowance. If not, you are going to cry. I know some of you, it affected some of you in your blouses. Yes, when you put a dart, you are not adding it back. It's a very bad thing. So now let's cut, guys. Let's cut. Let me use this one that I've added extra 1 just so you understand. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, we are done with it. And it's still looking very nice. Still looking very, very nice. Close the door very well for me. Please. Okay, so guys, we are going to be using the fabric, the one for the bag. We are going just to be placing and trace. Do you understand?
Yes.
But before we do that, this is the one for the bag. We need to first of all mark out our 2 inches allowance. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now look at it. This 2 inches allowance is for the zipper allowance. Are you seeing it? For the zip. Now mark it out. Please make sure you follow these procedures. Follow these steps. Out. It is not only the zipper allowance which you are going to mark for. You're also going to mark for the waist effect. Do you understand? Remember we said that the waist effect, the front is lower with 1, while the back is higher with 1. So now let's mark for the 1 inch for the waist effect. From here, mark out 1 inch. From here, mark out 1 inch. This plane. Now these 2 borders must be drawn. Are you seeing it? This part is for the zip, while this part is for the waist effect. Do you understand? Just put like a village effect. Effect. 1,000. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So all you have to do is to take your front part. Are you seeing it? Place it like this. Are you seeing that it's still accommodating everything? Yes, our 5 inches is still working. Now look at it. Place it like this. Now when you place it like this, all you have to do is to take your pin and hold it first so that it will not shift. Do you understand? Take your pin and hold it first. Where is the pin? Okay guys, as you can see, we are actually done. Are you seeing it? We are done pasting this one on it. Now take your scissors and cut it off so as you will not confuse yourself. Now cut it off like this. I don't want you guys to be confused. Are you seeing it? Now you cut it off like this. Next thing I want you to do, remember I said that the bag should be longer with 1. So what are you going to do? Remember this side, after we finish marking this thing out, I'm supposed to cut it off. But I did not cut it off. Do you guys know why? I did not cut it off because I don't want when I'm cutting the bag, everybody will be confused. What are you doing? So that's why I did not. I will cut it off, but that is after we are done cutting everything. So now, it's just to let you know that the one we are talking at the back should be longer. This is the one. Are you seeing it? This is what. So all you have to do is to, from here, connect it to exactly the same point. Now look at it. Let's do it. Because how many people are watching that thing?
3. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
How will you see it? Okay, guys. Are you seeing it? I connected it to this side. Now there's one secret you guys need to know. The secret is that this thing I'm saying, the front should be longer than the back should be longer than the front. I'm not talking about the sides though. The sides, it should hope you know that this part is this part of our body. I'm not talking this. The part that should be longer, the part that should be lower is this part. See it here. It's the front here that should be lower. Are you seeing me? Why the back here that should be higher? So it does not affect the length of our clothes in any way. That's what I want to let you know. It does not. It never affects the length of our clothes. For you to know that your clothes is affected, usually from the side. If you notice, when we want to do correct measurement, it's side measuring we do. You cannot from here start measuring. No, here is coming down. You start from here. If you notice, here usually goes up. That's where you start measuring. Do you understand? So that's it. Look at it. Here they are equal. Are you seeing it? So take your scissors and then see, look at it. Cut it off from the back. Are you seeing it? Cut it off from the back. If you even like, you can also cut it off from the front. But for now, let's still wait and finish up our work. Where is the pin? So next thing we are going to be doing now is, we are done. We are done. Do you understand? The next thing we are going to be doing now is, we are going to be putting back these darts on various parts of our pattern. Now what do I mean? Look at it. Let me mark on this part. Are you seeing it? When I open it like this is the easiest way of getting your darts back. Are you seeing it? Okay, then do the same thing here. Are you seeing it? Okay, Now do the same thing everywhere. Is there any other parts? Okay, here, let me just say, okay, here, let me just say here. Are you seeing it? Here, look at it. Here, here. Are you seeing? I'm kind of tracing it back. Okay, then let me do the same thing here, 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 and there. Here. I think we are done with this two. Okay, so next thing you need to do is look at it. It's not hard. It's not hard. Look at the points. Are you seeing them? Okay, mark them out again. Are you seeing it? I've forgotten this one. So I'm still going to get this one. Are you seeing it? We are done marking out the dots. Okay. You know, while you are sewing it, you are supposed to fold it like this and so. Each part. Do you understand? That is how to that. Immediately you fold it like you notice that this one will not come in that 1 inch will now be replaced, whether we like it or not. So at the end of the what you need to do now, look at it. What next are we going to do?
Remove the effect.
Remove it. And as you're cutting it out, don't go and cut out the part of your dress. So see, don't cut out anything from the side. You don't cut out anything from it. Are you seeing it? Yes. So now look at it now. The front and the back. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now for those of us that will ask me about the slit, first of all, when you finish cutting, you need to open up this side because it doesn't have to be closed for you to work on your dress. Hope you know. It's only the front that has to be closed. The center here has to be closed. Okay. So now look, this is the allowance. So now talking about slits. Slits usually from 6 inches to 8 inches, depending on what you want, or more, depending on the length of the skate. But for this particular kind of skate, it's from like 6 inches. Are you seeing it? 6 inches is okay. Are you seeing it to not open up your whole body? Look at it. Okay. What it means is that when you are sewing it, you don't even need to start marking anything. You don't need to do that. What it means is that even if you need to mark something, I can still show you what, but you don't need to do that. You need to just leave it like this. Let's say that zip. Where does the zip stop? The zip stops where? What about the hip?
The hip.
Is it the hip you are talking about, or above the hip? Which one?
Above the hip.
Where above the hip? I deal with figures.
7 inches.
Which one is 7 inches? Okay. You tried, but I wanted it to be specific.
The hip.
So 2 inches above the hip.
Okay. Now look at it. The zip can stop exactly on the hip length. Are you seeing it? Can stop exactly on the hip length. But that's not the most kind of official. But it's just that me, I don't believe in all these things they write inside. Because me, I've written my own book. Do you understand? So I can write my experience inside my own book. When you see, is this thing, or you see another person's book, is this thing, do you understand? Mostly what we write in the books are the things that we have done, we have experimented on it, and we know that it's working and it will work for a very long time. Do you understand? These are the things we put in a book. We don't put things that people like kind of change every time in a book. Do you understand? So this thing now, the reason why I'm using the hip is because I've noticed so many people, when they finish making gowns, skates, when they want to wear it, it will not enter. Do you understand? It is above the hip, but they did their own SS. So that's why I said, in order for you not to make this mistake at all, just exactly on your hip, start fixing your zip from there. Whether you're making gown or you're making skates, do you understand? Now, if you want the other one, it's usually above the hip, 1 inch above the hip. Not really 2 inches. Some people can still use 2 inches, so yes, but that's what I'm saying. People that have bought very well, sometimes you notice at the end of the day, you take cannot pass, they'll be doing like this, they'll be shaking. Do you understand? But never eat past the hip. It will never pass the hip length. If you do it, you are wrong. Do you understand? You are wrong does not mean that anybody is going to arrest you. But you know what I mean. You are wrong as a professional. You understand? But remember, nobody will arrest you. So, is there anything I need to explain here? The slit, I've explained it. It's just for you to, okay, now look at it. Let's say the zip stop here. all you need to sew is normally the official sewing is like from here down to where the slit is. Are you seeing it? Sew it tight. That's the slit. So that at the end of the day, see, at the end of the day, when you fold this part of the slit here, fold the other part of the slit here, the slit will now be working. Do you understand?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So what I want you guys to do now is because I want to do the sewing. Will I do the sewing? I don't know, but I would love to do the sewing. But it's not today, obviously. No. The sewing in the sense that I will take this particular one, use it and place on my material. Do you understand? I will cut it out. I will cut it out. Do you understand? When you are done, cut exactly the same thing on both your material and on your lining. Then when you are done cutting, please reduce your lining by how many? Is it not that way? Reduce your wire by small wire. Yay! Jesus. Oh Jesus, nothing man knows. Reduce your lining by 2 inches. Officially for now, just reduce by 2 inches. I think I'm going to make a separate video teaching people how to officially reduce their lining so that it will be corresponding with whatever allowance they added. You understand what I just said now? But this 2 inches is just there. It will help you do your work very well. But I will officially do a video on that, and it will be a very clear video. It will not be live. You understand? I will do, probably today, I will do a video. I will post it later. Do you understand? So make your lining to be how many inches shorter? 2 inches shorter. Do you understand? Yes. That's it. Then get it ready. Then we can now do the, by God's grace, sew it tomorrow. If we cannot do the sewing, I think I will guide the people directly, but I will want to do the sewing because there's something I want to do. I want to make sure that you people watch me, take your time. Sometimes sewing is boring. Yes, when you are teaching people how to sew with machine, it's boring, unlike this class. This class, you are not that bored. You understand? But teaching, you are kind of bored. You understand? So that's why I would love to teach so that when you are sewing it your own, you are sewing with what you learn from me. I don't want to constantly be telling you what to do. I will not want to. I want you to learn it. I want you to be used to stay in one place and learn something. I want you to be used to that. Of that thing now when he does all these things. I don't think so. So this is the end of the class. Do you understand? This is the drafting. Look at it here. Are you seeing it? So I think I will also try to go live if I'm doing the video so that I will show the world how to sew it. Do you understand? So thanks and God bless you. These guys, make sure you click, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like my videos. May God bless you.
Sir, is this one the
Yes. And let me go and talk to my subscribers before. I'm talking to my subscribers, so I'm coming, baby girl. They could never arrange and well. Hello guys, as you can see, we are done with the class. I want you guys to make sure you practice it. It's not easy. As you guys can see, the networks was actually disturbing me, so that's what made it to be longer. But you guys can skip it out. Any part that is not that useful, make sure you skip it out. Then make sure you skip it out. Then I believe that at the end of the day you will get everything. But if there's some things you don't know, make sure you just comment in the comment section. Comment. There's also a link I put in the description box. The link is for my PDF book. So if you know you love the way I teach, I also did that in that particular book. It's a PDF book. I taught how to make a corset from the beginning to the end. So I would like you guys to go and click on the link to buy it, to purchase it. It's not costly. It's 3,000. If somebody is giving you 3,000 naira PDF with 37 pages, that is well explained, detailed. It's not that costly. Do you understand? So, and I did it very, very well. So I want you guys to go and click and purchase it. If you have any question, ask me. And if you purchase it, chat me up. I will give you a free video on that. Thanks and God bless you. So please, I'm seeing enough viewers here, but I'm not seeing enough likes. Is it that most of you are watching and you are not liking? It's not good. It's not good. Only need reach. You understand? you guys need to repent and try to, appreciate people that are doing good. Just try to appreciate it, because I'm here putting all my energy, my saliva, just to make you guys happy. But none of you are liking my videos. It's not good though. It might discourage me one day. I'll say I'm no longer teaching. It's not like I'm not going to be getting money. I have a fashion school, you guys know. I'll still be making my money. I still do online training, the ones that you pay. Do you understand? I still do the online training, the ones that like this thing I'm doing free now. I can still make it to be like people will pay. Do you understand? Like I have courses, like I've told you to go and buy the PDF. I have these courses, but just I put this one out here because I started with you guys. You guys kind of helped me in life too, so I just want to give back to you guys. So in the process of giving back, you guys should also, it's free of charge. Nobody's charging you money. Just go and click it, like, comment, say something good. Then if you have a question, ask your question, and that will be cool. Then I will have the energy to be doing it every day. Do you understand? Then for those that want to specially appreciate me, I think there are many ways now. YouTube have made it easy for you guys to appreciate somebody. Yes, they have made it very easy for you to appreciate, like financially appreciate somebody. It's not by force, please. If you want to appreciate me, you feel like, this guy is trying, you want to appreciate me. All I want you guys to do is that just check the phone you are using now. You see a place, or you can scroll, you see a place under the video, you see a place that they wrote thanks. Are you saying it? That thanks, just click on it. At the end of the day, you can donate any amount of money you want. Even if it's ₦1 you want to donate, $1, anyone you want to donate, nothing is too small. Thanks, and may God bless you. I appreciate you guys. By tomorrow, by special grace of God, I'll be doing the sewing. So I want you guys to tune up. Like that should be tomorrow by 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock, I'll be doing the sewing. So I want you guys to, be tuned on that to that moment. Stay. Make sure you buy data. I know some of us, not everybody that has data. Even me, my own data is almost finished. From 9 to 10. Do you understand? So you guys should be ready. I will show you each and every step on how to sew a pencil skate. I know some of you know how to sew a pencil skate, but you are going to see the different side of it. That's just the truth, or how to do it. Please never miss my class. Anything that is coming from me, any content, never miss it, because I'm passionate about this thing. I love teaching. Do you understand? So, and I do it with my heart. So I don't know what else to say. Thanks, and may God bless you guys. My number is there for those of you that want to contact me. Bye bye.